Hello and welcome back to the Acceleration Netcast. Today we're going to be handling a very common problem in a very quick, kind of slapdashy sort of way. So let's say we've got some sales information here. We've got total sales, and we also have some estimates that we got. I don't know if they're terribly good estimates, but we got them. And we want to compare our estimated sales to our actual sales. And so the problem that we're going to run into, and you probably run into this all the time, is that the estimates are reported at the month level. And while here the pivot table is showing these at the month level, sales is actually reported at the daily level. So we can't just directly compare the two. It's not going to work. So we need a way around that, and luckily PowerPivot's going to help us out with that. So I'm going to take days off over there. So let's see. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, Control-Shift, down, right, Control-C, Alt-BM to head over to my PowerPivot interface. I'm going to do Alt-HV to paste that, and I'm going to call this Fact Estimates. You might want to give it a longer, more descriptive title if you're working on a bigger model, but I'm just trying to show you the idea right now, so that'll work just fine. Okay, that looks okay, and I'm going to hit OK. Now, we still have the same problem right now, because if we head over here to diagram view, and we bring this new fact table over, there's no way that we can, what we want to do is we want to sum these estimates, we want to sum these sales, and we want to relate it through the calendar dimension. But there's no date to hook into the calendar dimension. Well, luckily we're just going to use a simple calculated column to handle that. So let's head back over to data view. And we're just going to come over here, and I tried a bunch of different more complex ways to do this, and this surprisingly works, and it's about as simple as I could think of. We're just going to do equals 1, comma, space, close quotations, concatenate with, open square bracket, month, and you hit enter. And if you just do that, you get this, which looks like a text string, and you go, oh, okay, that's not what I want. I have to use a more complex formula. But if you head up here and change this to date, somehow it just figures it out. Again, this is the fastest way to solve this problem, not necessarily the most robust, but it certainly is working. So we're going to call this equivalent, or let's just call it equiv date. It's smaller name. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Okay, so now that I've got dates for the estimates and dates for the actual sales, I can go ahead and relate the two. So I'm going to head back over to diagram view, and I'm going to take the equivalent date and relate it to the date column in the calendar dimension. Okay, now I can Alt-Tab back over here, and I'm going to head back over here. And I'm going to go ahead and create myself a new measure. Alt-BF, enter for a new measure. Alt-T to jump up the table. I'm going to hit B and down arrow. It's going to bring up my bin measures, because that's where I keep all my measures, is in the bin measures table. That's all I keep there. I'm going to hit Tab, and we're going to call this total estimated sales, I guess. You can think of a better name. You're free to use it. I'm going to go here. This is a pretty simple formula. Sum, fact, and we want estimates, estimate, close parentheses, Alt-C to jump down to the category. We're going to go to currency, and Alt-D to jump over to decimal places. We're going to bring this down to 0 decimal places, and we're going to go ahead and hit enter. And boom, just like that, we've got our total sales and our total estimated sales. Okay, so this is not perfect. The big problem you're going to run into, is as soon as you drag days or weeks or anything else down here, you're going to find that your total sales work just fine, but your total estimated sales, it's going to report it for the first day, and then you're going to get blanks for every other day. In another video, I will show you a way around it. But for now, assuming you're clever enough to just not put dates or weeks on rows or columns, this will work just fine, and it is awfully quick. All right, well, I hope that was helpful, and I will see you next netcast.